We had a video about the Tesla's business in China, and this video will talk about Tesla in Japan. These two countries are the most important countries in Asia, and they happen to be neighbors. However, they have very different EV markets. This is the outline of the talk. It's also the thinking process. First, we'll talk about auto market in Japan. Then we talk about EV market in Japan. And after that, we'll talk about the Tesla's market in Japan. And lastly, we'll comment on potential Tesla-Toyota collaboration in Japan. This graph shows the world auto sale of 2019. We use 2019 data because it was not impacted by the pandemic. So Japan was the number 4 largest auto market in the world, with roughly 5 million auto sales per year. This graph shows the top 25 manufacturers in Japan 2019 auto market. Number 1 is Toyota with more than 1.5 million cars sold. And number 2 is Honda. And number 4, Daihatsu. It is a 100% subsidiary of Toyota. It's a small car they call K-car maker in Japan. There's no foreign model company in top 10. And the first foreign company is Mercedes-Benz, number 11. And the first US company is here, Jeep. So we can see that the Japanese auto market is a very conservative market. All top manufacturers are Japanese automakers. Toyota is nearly 30%, Honda is 14%, and Suzuki is 13.4%, similar to Honda, and Daihatsu, owned 100% by Toyota, is 12.7%. So Toyota together own more than 40% of the Japanese auto market. Mercedes-Benz ranked 11th with a 1.3% market share, and Jeep ranked 19th with 0.3% market share. And Japan has auto import tariff at 0%, so it is a financially open market, but there must be some reason for such a bad market share for foreign brands. The reasons behind the strong dominance of local brands, and there are very strong trust towards local brands because they offer good quality and good service network. The service and repair of Japanese cars are generally low cost and fast in Japan, and this is even true in US. And Japanese customers concerned about the service with the foreign companies because of their relatively small footprint in Japan. And there is a special tie between the customers and dealers. Unlike you in US, you shopping, when you buy a car, you try to shop around with multiple dealers and compare the price and back and forth and decide where is the best place to buy. And in Japan, most of the dealers deliver the cars to customers with great attention and gratefulness. It's like a family business. Some dealers pay visits to customers regularly and offer token gifts from time to time. And the dealers will pick up this vehicle from home if service is needed. It's fast and low cost to the customers. And some people only buy one brand from the same dealer over their entire life. Overall, the product and service quality, strong brand loyalty, and culture elements are the reasons behind. Then let's talk about the EV in Japan. The Japanese EV market is very small, or say tiny. In 2019, the EV sales in Japan was only 38.9 thousand, or let's say less than 40,000 EV sold in Japan in 2019. Compared to China, China had about 1.21 million EV sold in 2019, so that's about 30 times. EV had about less than 1% market share in Japan, and that's about 5% market share in China. And this graph shows the EV sales per year of Japan from 2010 to 2019. The overall trend is growing, however, it has up and down in some years. And this bar chart shows the market size of EV. We can see that Japan is way smaller than US, China, or Europe. That's for 2019 and 2020. Let's take a look at EV models in Japan. And this table shows the top 5 models in Japan in 2019. The source is here. I will provide all the source into the video description section so you can have easy follow-up. So no surprise, the top 3 models are local brands with about 79% of market share. And Tesla was not in top 5. Number 1 is a battery EV and all others are hybrid EV. So there's an article here estimating that the Tesla had less than 1,300 units sold in Japan in 2019. Tesla in Japan had less than 1,300 units sold in 2019, and the number was less than 2,000 units in 2020, according to different sources. And this year, February, Tesla cut Model 3 price by 13% and 24% depending on trims. The orders increased a lot. According to a report by Yahoo, it's saying the sales increased from 44 units in March of last year to 588 units this March. So it's about 13 times. However, even the trend continue, it's pointing to 7,000 annual sale, and this will be the number 3 in the EV market. It's very small compared to the entire market. So we can say there are hopes, but overall still very difficult. Here's a quick summary about the market. Japanese auto market is number 4 by size, hard to ignore for any automaker. The market is dominated by the local brands, especially by Toyota and its subsidiary. The market is financially open with zero tariff. However, after decades of efforts by many good foreign brands, only very limited success achieved. The Japanese EV market is not as developed as US, China, and Europe ones. Again, it is dominated by the local brands. Tesla made some progress and still has hope, but the difficulty is apparent, and the reasons are clear. So let's talk about the potential Tesla and Toyota collaboration. Will that work? The news about potential collaboration was released by a Korean newspaper. This is the original link. I highly recommend you to take a look, and I read through the Google translation. Regarding the potential collaborations, let's first see some comments made by the CEOs of both parties. Last year, Elon mentioned on Twitter that Tesla is open to licensing software and supplying powertrain and batteries to other EV makers, and including the autopilot, he confirmed. He's not trying to crush competitors, but to accelerate sustainable energy. On the other side, the Toyota CEO mentioned on December 23rd of last year, he said basically Tesla provide recipe, and they're not making something that's real, and Toyota has kitchen and chef, and they're making something real. Now Toyota's kitchen might work on Tesla's recipe. According to the article, the two companies will jointly develop a small electronic SUV platform. Toyota contribute the vehicle platform, the production facility, the body and the chassis, brand and service network, and Tesla provides some of the electronic system and software technology. Through the discussion we had before, it's quite clear to me, at least, that the key elements from Toyota is the brand and service network. So this could be a win-win collaboration. So Tesla had some headwind in Japan's market. So this is a good opportunity for Tesla to get a fast revenue from Japan and with good margin. And it will increase the brand awareness in Japan and could have synergy for pure blood Tesla's vehicle sales in Japan. On Toyota's side, it can capture the market needed for EV in Japan, and they have a chance to have a closer look on Tesla's technologies and also integration. There might be a potential technology transfer from Tesla to Toyota. The key points in this collaboration, first, that's about money. How would they split the revenue, or how much Tesla get for the license fee? The next question is the new EV model only for Japanese market or not? If yes, that's good for Tesla to avoid overseas competition. And some level of technology transfer to Toyota. If yes, that's all good for Toyota. The transition from mechanical to electronic is quite tricky. Some Japanese companies, they don't have very good memory about those transitions. If you're senior enough, you will know these things in the picture, and now they all be replaced by the smartphones. Here's a quick summary. It is a good collaboration opportunity for both Tesla and Toyota. And what Tesla really needs in Japan is Toyota's brand and service network. And what Toyota really needs is Tesla's electrical technologies. Hopefully, they can iron out a plan for good collaboration for both parties. Thank you for watching and welcome to subscribe.